It's the best time of the year.
Hey everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here with my guest star
J53518 in a review. What's our movie today, Tiger Dude?
The two of us are here to review Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, the Disney animated feature that came out in 1999.
Oh, of course, bitch. Oh. Basically, this is a Christmas anthology video. As you all know, this was never released in theaters. It was a straight-to-video release, December 7, 1999. It is a comedy family movie. Basically, we have three stories that revolve around Christmas. It's basically a retelling of Groundhog Day, you know, with Bill Murray. He's stuck on the same day, trying to make a difference. Well, basically here is that Huey and Dewey Louie are somehow reliving Christmas because Donald doesn't give them presents. Now, because of that, every day is Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
This one I actually do really enjoy. While I do think this is the weakest out of the three stories, and I do still think it's a very well done story. It has a good message about how Christmas is not about presents, it's not about any of those things. It's about just being with the people that you care about to cherish the holidays. I did really enjoy how this episode really expressed the message about how Christmas may only come one day a year, but the memory that you have will live on for that whole year. The humor is there, with Donald getting angry with the boys and seeing Chip and Dale having their cameos. That's really enjoyable to see. And it's nice to see the boys learn their lesson about Christmas every day and just learn what the meaning of the spirit of the holiday is all about. I really did think this was a very nice, heartfelt episode. It does feel a little repetitive, but of course that's the whole point of the story. So yeah, while it may not be my favorite out of the three stories, I still think it was a very refreshing and well done telling.
I give the same thing as Tiger Dude said. It's not my favorite story because it kind of lacked something for me. The lack of spirit. I know it's a retelling of Groundhog Day, but exactly what Tiger Dude said, it's the same what I'm going to say. So I don't really want to say too much what he said because really we all have our things to do in our lives, and we had to get us out of the product of Christmas, you know. And in some ways we love Christmas, and I know we both love it, and most of everybody loves Christmas. Some of us are Scrooges, and I'm about to hate this shit. You know what? Hey, Christmas is going to stay as long as we live and breathe, and as long as we guide presents for our loved ones. Hey, that's not a bad idea. And I really like that Huey, Dewey, and Louie learned their lesson. Those brats, they finally learned from their uncle for years in the comics. Since the boys, they were making fun of their uncle, ruining his house, breaking his car, breaking his Yule log, and making fun of a reindeer. Come on, you kids. You finally got your asses beat without physical harmness, with the power of Christmas. It's a good special part, nonetheless. Next one we get into is a very goofy Christmas. Oh yeah, gee, Maxie. Sorry I had to do that. Really, the story of this is Max being a kid, always trying to think that Santa Claus is not real. But good old Goofy, oi son, Santa Claus is real. He brings presents to all the little boys and girls. Even Pete shines in. I'm sure Pete has to be another downer because everybody likes Pete because he's so fat and because he's a selfish dog, whatever he is, a goof. But it's good to see that Max kind of realizes what it means to his father. He hates him. He rejects him. He says, Dad, you know, you're full of bunk. I don't believe Santa is real. But it's his father's true determination to his son to show that Christmas and Santa Claus are real. You just got to believe it. I really liked this special. It really it really hit home with me. At one point, I used to hate Christmas. To be honest, you guys, I actually hated it when I was from maybe like 6 to 7 because I got crappy presents. And then because the whole life of it was shambles. I thought it was the worst until I changed until I was 8 years old, and Christmas was awesome to me. We all have our moments of disbelief, and we need to be able to be clarified by our good loved ones to know that it's real. Not being negative, not being skeptic, not being asinine for it. I liked it that Max kind of changed his ways for his dad, not to make him feel bad, but just doing the right thing. I love this series, this one.
This is a very wonderful story. It has a nice father-son story going for it. Those are one of my favorite kinds of stories, just the whole father-son story. And I really did love how it just played it out. And like you said, Goofy was so determined to prove to Max that Santa is real and how he wants to teach Max the meaning of just believing, because as long as you believe, there is a Santa out there. And of course, it's because of Pete having to tell Max that Santa isn't real, how going all over the world is impossible to do. You know, it kind of left Max his eyes open, and I'm sure that's happened to a kid at point if they're really trying to think, is Santa really real and all that. So, you know, it's an interesting topic for them to go through. It was funny, it was very touching, it definitely touched my heart. I will definitely say that.
I understand that too.
This is the definition of a heartfelt story, in my opinion.
I agree with you too. And now we're off to the last one, and I think the most spiritual one, and I say spiritual because of the reason, not in a spiritual of holy, but in the idea spirit of Christmas. Mickey Mouse Gift to the Magi. The story is of Minnie and Mickey trying to go shopping for Christmas. The presents doesn't come from just money. It comes from love and respect that one cares for you. So that's what I loved about this. Mickey got what he wanted. He didn't need more than he needed. See, a little goes a long way, people.
Just like with the Goofy one, it's a very wonderful, heartfelt story. And, you know, it does play out the whole nice message about how it really doesn't matter what gift you give that someone, your loved one, you know, whether it's your parents, your brother, your uncles, your cousins. It doesn't matter what gift you give them. What matters is what comes from your heart. And that shows that you just really care for them. And just really overall, the spirit and meaning of Christmas of just being with your family. You know, that's all you really need for Christmas. Yes, it's nice to get gifts, but it's more nice when you're just together with the people that you love, especially for the loved ones you don't really get to see all that often. In this storytelling, it was nice to see Mickey try to go out of his way to try to get Minnie a gift, and then Minnie trying to go out of her way to try to get Mickey a gift, and how the two of them are struggling. You know, that's very hard to do when you want to buy someone a gift, but you just can't because you're on a very tight budget and with things going on. So I loved how this one played that out. And, of course, to see Pete's little cameo, that was interesting to see. And then when Mickey's playing his harmonica, it's all really nice. But what Mickey and Minnie did at the end for each other without spoiling anything, you know, it was very sweet. It's just what a story like this should be. Just make you feel good by the time it ends.
I agree.
Overall, I think Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas is a wonderful Christmas movie that has beautiful animation, such beautiful hand-drawn animation. It looks so absolutely glorious. The stories are all really well done. And even though the first one is the weakest, I still think that was a very well done story. It has the spirit of Christmas. It has wonderful messages that I think young children can really learn from. And it's just a movie that's wonderful to watch for Christmas. I'm going to give Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's a great animated movie. I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful movie to watch around this time of the year.
Thank you. And I also have to give my score. Everything Tiger Dude said, I cannot repeat in good words, but it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I do agree that the first story was kind of weak, but you know what? Besides that flaw, and because of that, it's still a good movie to watch around Christmas time with your loved ones. And it's really good for young adults and kids to remember, because Christmas comes once a year, so, you know, be good or Santa Claus won't give you presents. He'll stuff you hot cold down your pants and, you know, see how that goes. Anyway, enough of the dumb slapstick. I give it a 4.5 for Mickey's What's Upon a Christmas?
Please check out J53518's channel. I will leave a link in the description below, and comment below what did you think of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, and also what do you prefer? Do you prefer Once Upon a Christmas or Twice Upon a Christmas?
This is J53518 here. I'm with my friend Tiger Dude. And remember, me and Tiger Dude will always have
Tiger power! Ho, ho, ho.
See you guys later.